What's up, guys? Thanks so much for joining me back on the channel today. My name's Steve, and today we're going to be going over 7 tips in under 7 minutes on how to get the most from your Universal Audio Apollo Solo. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and also let me know in the comments below how you get the most out of your Apollo Solo. All right, let's go. Okay, so first I just want to be clear up front that some of these apply to the Thunderbolt edition of the Apollo Solo and not the USB-C edition. But pretty much all of them apply to both of them. My number one recommendation, travel with it. If you travel with it, you have this unique opportunity to actually get creative, real sounding spaces. How cool is it that you can go to churches, you can go to cathedrals and get those sounds on the spot? You don't need a plugin for that anymore. You can just go and actually get those sounds and get them with really high fidelity ADDA. So that's super sweet. And I think it's fantastic. You can mix on a plane, you can travel, you can mix on the beach, nothing better than that. Number 2, get a good Thunderbolt cable. You know, while certainly you could get something to hold you over like a cheap small one, get a nice longer one because you might not always have a nice spot to set it on, and get a decent cable and you'll thank me later. Number 3, and this is really simple, it's simple stuff, guys. Get a headphone splitter. It's super easy. These things are incredibly cheap and it's awesome to use when you're tracking somebody else because now you can monitor, they can monitor. Super simple, probably often overlooked, but it's so helpful. Anytime that I track a client, if I'm traveling with the Solo, I use one as well. So super handy to have one of these. Always get one of those. Number 4, all right. Make sure you learn how to commit your sources on the way into your DAW. So if you've got, and I made another video on how to save DSP here, you can check that one out. But again, learn how to commit your sources on the way in. That's the way that the old school guys used to do it back in the old days before we had unlimited tracks and unlimited resources. But yeah, it'll make you a better audio engineer, and it'll also teach you a whole lot about signal creation and getting creative in general. So I highly recommend you learn how to do that on the way in and getting good sounds. So always commit. Number 5, this one's awesome, and this is something that I've done and I'm bringing to you. Create your presets. This is the whole point of the software. You know, gone are the days where you'd have to recall and write down at the end of a session. You know, you don't have, most people don't have to do that anymore. You can just press a button and load up a preset that you like. So build your sounds, take some time, and get creative. Number 6, it's kind of similar to number 4. Learn how to mix with buses and commit those sources to audio as well. Learn how to do that. Bounce down those sounds when you're done. When you're done setting those sounds up just right, commit them to audio and save the DSP for your master bus. That'll help you out a whole lot. And again, I made that video on saving DSP, so check it out here. And number 7, honorable mentions here. Get a great mic. Look, your sound is only as good as your source, and then your sources are only as good as the mic that you put in front of it. Now, I always say that the best mic is the one that you have, or the best interface is the one that you have. You know, again, the Beatles, they had 2-track tape with tons of hiss, and they were still able to change the world. So there's no reason, you have no excuse. But yes, so get a decent mic. If you're in a noisy environment, I live downtown, and I'll tell you one thing. We use the, Kat and I, we use the SM7B. Fantastic microphone, and it's not that expensive, relatively speaking, depending on your budgets. But yeah, check out the SM7B. If you've got a great room and it's nice and quiet there and you're not hearing traffic right outside or construction, in my case, you can get something like the Warm Audio WA47. It's got that vintage sound just like a U47. It's fantastic mic. I use one of those as well. And alternatively, and this is kind of crazy, this is super cool. You can pick something up like this. You can find it all over the internet and order it. These old Shure Unidyne microphones, the old dynamic mics, these things sound so cool. I love them, and I use this all the time. Actually, I use this one in the acoustic guitar video, and again, you can check that out here. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, subscribe, like, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and let me know if there's anything else that you'd like me to make a video on. And also check out the Console Classic Sessions Pack, available now. We'll see you next time. Thank you.